Have you ever noticed that when you share something positive, like an achievement or a beautiful moment or a piece of good news, your post gets likes but very few comments? Yet, the moment you express frustration, sadness, or outrage, the comment section suddenly explodes. Well, why does this happen? And more importantly, how can we use this knowledge to build deeper connections and a healthier relationship with social media? That's what we're diving in today. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have some powerful insights into human psychology and some strategies to make your online experience far more rewarding. Okay, so let's dive in. We humans are wired to pay more attention to negative things than positive things. This is called the negativity bias. It's a survival mechanism deeply rooted in our evolution. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors who paid more attention to threats like a rustling in the bushes or a dark cloud signaling a storm were more likely to survive. Fast forward to today, this negativity bias still runs the show in our everyday interactions, including online. When we see someone struggling or upset or complaining, our brain registers it as a potential threat, not necessarily a danger to us, but a social or emotional threat that we feel compelled to respond to. Positive posts, on the other hand, don't trigger that same urgency. We might think, oh, that's nice, and move on, because there's no perceived problem that needs solving. And remember, people like to help. When you post a problem, people see an opportunity to offer advice, share their own experiences, or just express empathy. This taps into what psychologists call pro-social behavior, the instinct to help others, because it strengthens social bonds. But when everything is going well, people don't feel the same compulsion to chime in. They assume, oh, they don't need me to say anything. They're already happy. They might hit like, but they don't feel the urgent need to engage. This is why crisis posts or venting posts or controversial topics get more engagement. People feel like they should participate, either to help, agree, or even argue. There's an emotional charge to it, and emotional charge equals engagement. Here's where it gets interesting. Some people don't comment on positive posts because of an unconscious social hierarchy. If you post on something happy or successful, some people might feel an instinctive twinge of comparison or envy, even if they don't realize it. Studies on social media behavior show people engage less with posts that highlight success unless they feel it close enough to that person to celebrate with them. And that's why small intimate friendship groups often show up in the comments, but the wider social circle doesn't always jump in. They might feel that they're giving you more status by commenting, or they might even feel that they're coming across insincere. On the other hand, when you're struggling, they feel more on an equal footing or above you in that moment, making it kind of easier to comment. So let's not also forget the social media algorithms. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok are designed to prioritize content that sparks conversation. And guess what sparks the most conversation? Controversy, conflict, struggle. The moment people start engaging with a negative or an emotional post, the algorithm pushes it up further. This means more likely it will be seen by more people, which leads to even more engagement. So your positive posts, they don't generate as much discussion, so they don't get the same boost. It's not that people don't care, it's just that the system is wired to highlight drama over joy. Okay, so how can we use this to your advantage? So now you understand why this happens, let's talk about what you can do about it. Here are 3 strategies to create more engagement without having to not rely on negativity. 1, ask for interaction. So just instead of posting something positive, turn it into a conversation. Instead of saying, I'm so happy today, I'm feeling amazing today, ask a question. What's made you smile this week? What's been good? Or use contrast storytelling. If you want more engagements on a positive post, give it some emotional depth. Instead of just sharing the highlight, share the struggle that came before it. Example, A year ago, I was struggling with X. Today, I finally achieved Y. Have you ever had a moment like that? So engage first. People are more likely to comment on your posts if you comment on theirs. I know I'm not very good at doing this, but build those connections. Show up in other people's comments section first. Reciprocity, I can never say that word. Reciprocity is always a good thing on social media. It's a fascinating topic of human psychology, and once you understand it, you can work with it instead of feeling frustrated. So what is your experience of this? Have you noticed people engaging more when you're struggling versus when you're thriving? Let's discuss it in the comments. Now, if you found this insight helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more brain-based deep dives and tips into everyday life. See you in the next video.